Well, heidi ho, Stampers! Welcome to my studio. This is Deb Valder, and today I'm going to show you a card that was inspired by a gift that I got this Christmas. I'm going to show you that one in just a minute. Before I do that, I want to just show you some of the elements that are in this card. This card has 3 stamp sets that are in it. It's this one right here, which is called Kind of Eclectic. It's on page 164 of our big catalog, and it is a stamp set that has 6 in it. We're going to use this little starburst from this one. I use this stamp set quite a bit. Another stamp set that we're going to use is in our holiday mini, or in our occasions mini catalog, and it's a set of 33 stamps. These are amazing words. We have some images that go along with it, and there are punches that go along with that also. Again, that's in our occasions mini catalog, and it's on page 31. Another stamp set that I'm going to use, that's where the sunshine came from. And then on the inside, I'm using the starburst again, and I'm also using a stamp set right here. And this one has everything to do with sunshine. It's called A Ray of Sunshine, and it has a lot of things in there. That one is found on page 159 in the big catalog, and it has just perfect sayings for this card. So another thing that we're going to use are our Thinlits, and these are new in our mini catalog. They're called Hello You, also found on page 31. You can use the Thinlits and that stamp set together. They do come as a bundle. Remember, when you get bundles, they're 15% off of each one. So if you buy these two together, the Thinlits and the stamp set, you're going to get 15% off of each one. Okay? Just to remind you of that. So this is what the Thinlits look like. There's a set of 4. Like I said, they're called Hello You, and there's the word you, thanks, happy, and hello. And I love these. I absolutely love these. So today we're going to use hello. Let me just show you a couple of other cards that I've done, or I should say the one that inspired me was this one right here, and she used the word joy. This was done by Nancy Finley, and she did an amazing job, and I just loved this technique. This was done, and the joy is still available. It's in our mini catalog. If you look on the very last page, that's still in there with our wreath framelit. Really neat. So that's the card that actually inspired me. And then I also did one of these, which is going to be done the same way, but I just added a few more. If you go on over to my blog, I will show you how to do the different colors. This is all one piece of white cardstock right here. This is just done with masking. All right, and the same way with this right here. So, and this is from the stamp set that's called Crazy About You. That's the same one that I did the sunshine from right here. Okay, so hello sunshine. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to be working on this piece of paper right here, and this piece of paper right here is 3 3/4 by 5. So let me just grab that. I'm also going to grab a scrap piece of paper right here because we're going to be doing some masking. We're going to be doing some burnishing. Quite a lot of technique in here, but simple, fun, and fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and I'm going to lay down my mask onto my piece of cardstock. And I am going to use for this one, which is different than this one and different than this one, I'm going to be using a set of yellows. Here she used a set of blues, and here I just used a whole bunch of different colors. So with this one right here, let's keep it in the picture so that you see what I'm doing. With this one right here, I started off with my lightest color first, which is So Saffron. So I'm going to grab my So Saffron ink, and I'm going to grab my So Saffron sponge. I just cut my sponges into 1/8. So I cut them into quarters, and then those quarters into 1/8. I just punch out any you can do a square, you can do a circle, staple it onto here and put the name on, and I use 1 sponge for each color. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and start here at the top and just burnish. And when you burnish, you're just kind of rubbing in the color. All right, just rub in the color as best as you can. Rub, rub, rub. All right, so I want to keep that one a little bit lighter, and that's all you have to do. Now I'm going to take my next color, which is going to be Daffodil Delight, and that would be right here. And I have a Daffodil Delight sponge. Okay, and then I'm just going to take and I'm going to start burnishing a little bit darker. So we have light, and then a little bit darker. And if you burnish, all of those nasty little lines go away. It's different than sponging. Sponging leaves marks. You want to burnish. Just rub it in as best you can. All right, so that is our Daffodil Delight. Now what I'm going to do is take my crushed curry, because that's the next dark color. And I do, yes, have a crushed curry sponge. And I'm just going to start sponging this. And I'm going to go all the way to the bottom with this one. And you can make it as dark or as light as you want, but remember, we have that mask up there. All right, so now we have 3 different colors on it. The last color that I'm going to do, just to set it apart, is going to be my Cajun Craze. And as you guessed, I am using a Cajun Craze sponge. Now, let me just remind you that I cut these into 1/8. So I am only using, with all of these, I am only using half a sponge. Okay, so now with this one, I want to burnish just here on the bottom. And that's going to just darken up the bottom just a little bit. All right, can you see what I'm doing? Everybody with me so far? There we go. Burnish, burnish, burnish. And we're done. That didn't take very long. We used 4 different colors, 4 different sponges. Everything stayed, and now I just keep my sponges for the next time I need to use them. The next thing that I'm going to do is to just take off my mask. And we have a nice definitive line right there. I'm going to go back with my crushed curry and ink up my Starburst and get that on there now. So I'm just going to ink this up, taking my ink to my stamp, and I'm just going to stamp it down up here at the top. Okay, there we go. Now the fun begins. We're going to take one of my framelits, and I'm going to do the hello. I have a person that I really want to give this to, and here's my hello. And I'm going to lay it right down here like this. Okay, you see how that's laid right there? We're going to lay it right down there like that. Now we're going to take our Big Shot, and let's move this out of the way, and cut this piece right here. So we have to use our hello framelit. We're going to use our magnetic platform, and excuse the glare, but we're going to take our magnetic platform. We're going to take our hello framelit and put it right on the middle of this piece that we just did. I just want to show that to you. See how I put the hello framelit right there in the middle like that? I think this gray piece helps it to, the glare to go away. So let me just show you real quick. I'm going to take that, I'm going to put my plastic frame over the top of it, and I'm going to run it through. Now remember with this, you're going to run it through a couple times. If you saw my video the other day, with these little framelits, you want to make sure that you get a good cut. So I cut it through, you know, maybe three times, back and forth. Alrighty, so here we go. Let's get that out of there so I can get the glare out of there and take this apart. So now I want to save these 2 pieces right here. So now I have my framelit cut out. I have to take and use my Big Shot one more time, but let's take this out first, being careful not to lose any of the pieces. So there's that piece right there, and we're going to take this out with our dryer sheets. So once again, I'm going to grab my Big Shot, move this out of the way, grab my Big Shot and my dryer sheets, and I just have 2 dryer sheets this time, and I'm going to put this on here like that, and that. Okay, and we're going to run it through. You can put it wherever you want. I'll just put it right up here at the top and run that through. Run it through once and then run it through backwards. Alrighty, that's all we need to do. Alrighty, so now we have our Thinlits, and I'm going to show you with our dryer sheets here, and we're going to take this off like this. This just pops off. We want to make sure that we save these pieces right here. Alright, and then I'm going to very carefully take off my word hello from the dryer sheets, and you see how the rest of the pieces stay there. This is very, very important, and that's why I went back to get these pieces, because you don't want to lose these pieces. So it's good that they stick to your dryer sheet. So I'm just going to take and leave those there. We need those, and you'll see what I mean in just a moment. So here's the piece that we just cut it out of. Here's the piece that we cut out, and then here are the pieces that are going to be fills. So let me bring this back into the picture so you can see what I'm working on. I'm going to very quickly take my card base, which is 4 1/4 by 11. I'm going to take my basic black piece of cardstock, which is 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to add that to my card base. And then I'm going to take this piece right here, and I'm going to take green glue, which I call green glue, but it's the multi-purpose glue that we sell. I don't normally put my cards together, but I need to get some right around here, around the words, because we don't want them to pop up. So I'm just going to take and put those around like that. Might as well finish off the card with the multi-purpose glue. And I'm going to add that to my card right here. And now, before I started my video, let's get a little piece underneath that, because this is what I'm talking about with it popping up. You don't want any of these little pieces to pop up, so let's just stick that right down there like that. Before I started, I took some of our coaster board. This is what our coaster board looks like. This is the length of it. You get 8 pieces in a pack, I believe, and I just cut out 2 of them. Let me just show you how easy this is. Here is this piece right here, and I'm just wiggling it to get it out. You don't need to use dryer sheets with this one because it's so thick it just really pops out so easy. So I'm just going to take and pull these apart like that, and then I'm going to glue them together. Whoops, this one does need to be poked out because this one is a little bit tough right here. Alrighty, so we've got all of those poked out. I did 2 of those. So here's this one and this one. These are both, whoops, let's poke these little guys out. Let me get that tough one, which is right there, and it's not tough, it's just, they don't just pop out with just your fingers. So there's this one right here like that, and we're going to take and glue these together. So let me just grab my self-adhesive mat here, or my silicone mat, I'm sorry, and we're going to take this Tombow glue again, and we're just going to go. And this is part of your grab-and-go bag. So if you have a grab-and-go bag that you've purchased from me, this multi-purpose glue is in there. It's amazing. There's a glue for every project, and it's good to have a grab-and-go bag because then you've got it all. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and put these 2 together just like this, and they go together so perfectly because they're exactly the same. And with this green glue, you can take and you can you have time to just kind of spread it around a little bit. You see, just lining it up really good. It slides, it's easy. Good. So there's our 2 coaster board pieces. We're looking for depth here. We're looking for 3D, 3-dimensional. Now I'm going to take the words that I cut out from here. I'm going to take the words and I'm going to put some multi-purpose glue on the back of those. Alrighty, here we go. And you don't have to get a lot on there, just make sure you get it all over because you want good coverage so nothing pops up. Very fast, very easy, just don't squeeze too hard because if you squeeze too hard it's going to go all over everything. Okay, let's just get it around the L and we're going around the O and we're done. That's how fast it is. Now I'm going to take that and I'm going to add that to my word right here. Almost done. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to put glue on the back of this one. Okay, I'm just going to size it up right here. And that's what, like I said, that's what's nice about this green glue, this multi-purpose glue, is that it gives it a little bit of time to play with it. And now I've got them all lined up. I'm going to turn this over, add my glue to the back of this one, and we're almost done. And this one doesn't have to be as much. Not that we put a lot on it from before, but this is the way it's going to go. Okay, so there I've got my green glue on there like that. I'm going to add it to my card right here. And now, see, the black is nice, but it's not what we want. We want it to be filled in. And that's why we saved these pieces. Because now I'm going to take, I'm going to take my green glue and I'm just going to put a dot of it into each one of these little holes right here. Just like that. Okay? Dot. Just, you don't need a whole lot. Just a little bit into each one of these. And this is going to be the hardest one, but I'm just going to take and I'm going to put it right there. Okay? And then we're going to take these pieces and pop them right in. So that one, and I'm going to use my paper piercer to stick them in there. See that? Now we're going to take the E, can you see what I'm doing? And adding that. And you know what's really cool when you're doing this is that the lines line up, absolutely perfect. So just stick it in there, pop that one in there just like that. As you're going along, just make sure they're nice and straight. See how that line is going perfect with that? We're going to take this one and put it right in here. And we're almost done. Okay, here's this one. I'm going to have some more of these on my blog. I'm going to have some better pictures and some more details. But this is just to give you the idea of how to do it. And we've got some more good things coming to Club with the same technique. And last but not least is this little guy right here. And believe it or not, he's going to go right inside there like that. Ta-da! Alrighty, so let's get that one. And there is our card. I just stamped the sunshine right there, and remember the inside was also done. So here's our card. I hope you enjoyed my post today. If you have any questions, just let me know. I love to hear from you. Hop on over to my blog, hop on over to my online shop, and let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.